Are you a veteran that has had problems gaining good employment or holding on to meaningful employment because of things that have to do with your background in the military or your lack of training in the civilian world activities? Stick around, let's talk about it. Welcome back, this is Steve. Hey, thanks for your support again. Welcome to 2025. Please like, share, subscribe. Let this video run through. All those things help me get the algorithm on our side so that more veterans can see all of these things that we share. I also would appreciate any comments that are given below. I do read every single comment. I'm going to reply to many of them. I can't guarantee I'll get to all of them, but I will reply to many of them. Let's talk today about VA's VR&E program, which is the Vocational Rehabilitation and Employment Program. This program is designed to assist veterans who have a hard time either getting work or maintaining a job because of a demonstrated issue with a disability that was caused by your time in the service. So this is a big deal. This could be thousands of dollars free for you in training, in getting you prepared, in making sure that you can become successful after your time in the military. All right, so let's talk about the eligibility criteria. So to qualify for VR&E, you have to have a service-connected disability of at least 10%, okay? It is absolutely something that has to be a disability that impacts your ability to work. Remember that. You can't have a disability of tinnitus and say, hey, I can't hold on to a job because of my tinnitus. Now, if you have severe tinnitus, you have headaches, you constantly miss work, it impacts you in a very negative way, well, then you've got a shot at this, right? But until you've got that 10% that is service-connected due to your time in service, and you can prove that it demonstrably, which is demonstrates that it hinders your employment. It hinders your ability to get a job. It hinders your ability to keep a job, to sustain it, etc. I've personally seen where those types of things are, generally speaking, they're physical. So there's a physical problem, hearing loss, some tinnitus, headaches, specifically from the Gulf War era veterans, you know, those cluster headaches that we get, right? And they'll take us out for 2 hours to where we can't work, we can't talk to anybody, we can't have the phone ring. If anything happens, we're going to scream and go crazy. There's all kinds of things that go on that can really be attributed directly to your service and can hinder you from keeping gainful employment. So that's number one. Number two is the employment handicap. Again, your disability must be able to demonstrate that it hinders your employment prospects. The VA assesses this through evaluations. They consider the nature and the severity of your disability and its impact on your job performance. And then timely application. Generally speaking, and this is very general, I have not done any real deep research into this, but the guideline is that generally speaking, within 1 year of having that disability rating given to you from that date, you need to apply for VR&E, right? This will just make things a whole lot easier on you. If you wait 5, 6, 7 years and the VA sees that you can keep your job and it's not affecting you and you haven't filed for an increase or it's something else that's going on, they might not look at you. So be prepared for that. Okay, so there are components and support that go along with VR&E. Some of those are a comprehensive needs assessment, right? That is where the VA will do an evaluation of your skills, your abilities, your limitations, your career aspirations to help build a plan for you. And then there's counseling and guidance. I think those are very self-explanatory, but we'll talk about them real quick. They'll counsel you on ways that you may be able to help yourself get these jobs and maintain these employment these gainful employments, or they'll also be mentors during the process. They'll address your challenges. They'll help you celebrate your successes, and so on. Training and education is the next one. This is the big piece of it for me. Training and education. It's almost like Voc school, right? If you can be a welder, man, they'll put you through training. They'll give you some on-the-job trainings. They'll give you training programs, college courses, apprenticeships, entrepreneurial ventures. They'll help you with all of that stuff to help you get and attain and maintain gainful employment. The next one that's really huge here is job placement assistance. The VR&E program, and while the VA can be a pain in the butt to work with, there's some very good reviews about the VR&E program and their job placement ability. They know of employers that are looking for skills. They know how to help you craft that resume to get you through. So be prepared for some job placement assistance. They're going to do that. They're going to help you. Remember, the work is all yours to do, though. You got to go get the job. So they'll also give you adaptive equipment and assistive technology if they're needed. If you can't see well, if you can't hear well, if you can't physically get to work, don't have a ramp for a wheelchair or anything, there's all kinds of things that can be done there. And then there's ongoing support and mentoring. So once you've got your job, if you're afraid you're going to lose it, you'll continue to get mentoring throughout the thing. Now, how do you apply for this? You have to confirm your eligibility based on your service-connected disability rating. We talked about that. It needs to be a 10% or higher, and it needs to directly affect your employability, period. End of story. You have to contact the VA, the regional office, or the VR&E program directly. You complete the application, submit all the supporting documents that it asks for, following any approval that they give you. Once they approve you, once they go, hey, yeah, this person really needs some help, you will have to sit for a counseling engagement. And what that is that's going to be whatever the enrollment specialist is, the counselor, say, hey, these are, we noticed these things. This is what you've submitted. Is this all correct, et cetera, et cetera. And hey, it's time. I think we have a plan for you, right? And then there's active participation. You can't just say, hey, I can't get a job, and then get approved and expect them just to throw money your way. That's not what VR&E is. VR&E is to help you get the skills and get past these things that are hindering gainful employment for you. Things to consider about VR&E. The VR&E process is not immediate. Patience and persistence are going to be your two best friends. Remember, this is a program. This is not a come save me, I lost my job and I don't have any money. This is not unemployment. That's not what this is, okay? This is a way for you to get the best outcome, which is a long-term gainful employment outcome. Other considerations are open communication. Man, you got to be open and direct. Just like we talk about when it comes to VA disability, you've got to go in, you got to be completely vulnerable. You got to tell them all the bull crap that goes on. You got to tell them every single bit, put your pride in a box, leave it at home, and go do your thing, right? So that's really important for VR&E. And then you have to have realistic goals. Listen, I'm going to give the extreme example. If you were a cook, right? You were a chef, and that's all you did for 8 years, 10 years in the military was be a chef. And you get out and you say, I want to be an IT program manager. Well, you're going to have to start at the bottom like everybody else, right? Have realistic goals. I want to break into IT. Great. That's a goal that we can get you to. What's your long-term goal? Become a program manager, become an IT director, become an executive, become president of the company, whatever, president of the United States, whatever, right? But you have to have realistic goals, and you set those goals and then you climb that ladder as it goes on. All right, so this is my quick overview about VR&E. I hope it was helpful. Stay tuned for more, and take care of each other.